earth, unless it's a fact based on faith, okay, which is not a fact at all.
It is a fact based on reality. I may have a hard time proving it, but this is my ultimate goal.
You're never going to win a debate like this. You would never win
But
a
I
debate.
don't understand what you're trying to accomplish, Asher. You're trying to say,
I'm talking to a non-Jewish person. I'm trying to get some common ground here.
I'm not an atheist.
I know, but you might as well be because you belong to a different religion.
No, that's not correct.
Of course.
No, that's the incorrect leap that you and I disagree on.
Okay.
Rav Osher, that's the problem. You're trying to come from an atheist standpoint.
Someone believing in God tells me nothing about their behavior unless they believe in the God of the Torah. Okay, so you might as well believe in a rock.
We're talking about where to start on the prism of the conversation itself. You're going right to the back here of God doesn't exist and I can't prove it, so I'm not going to try. You and I already agreed there's a God and a creator.
I didn't say that. I said that the reason we believe in God is because of the Torah. Like, we don't believe in the Torah because of God. You understand? Because
we believe in the Torah only because God gave it to us.
The only reason.
Oh my gosh, that's after the fact. After what?
No, it's not.
The Torah came after the fact.
The only reason you believe that the Torah is a special book is because you believe it's instructions from God.
Am I the only one, who feels that everyone is presenting a primitive point? Like, am I that smart?
Yes, you're the only one.
No, Johnson and Yo got good points.
No, he's not the only one.
I understand your point. I
understand
your point. I just disagree with it when it comes to non-atheists.
No, I think you don't understand his point. And it, like he said earlier, there's
with all due respect, Courtney,
some of us
I understand it.
Let her talk. Please.
Some people are running and some people are walking. He made a valid point. The point is not whether or not God exists literally and really. That's not what he's saying. Because
I understand that.
Okay, I know you understand that, but I fear Rabbi Yoel does not understand that.
No, Courtney, I understand it very well, but the problem is Rav Osher comes from one narrative. In that narrative is not like a shoe that fits everyone. Everyone has a different way of appreciating
that. This is the way I debate.
Whether God is created.
I'm 5 steps ahead of the person that I'm debating. All right.
That's what you think you are.
Well, this is why I don't lose debates, because at the end, okay, they can't use things against me because from the beginning I told them that the reason I believe in God is because of the Torah, not the other way around.
You lose debates, Asher?
I don't lose debates. I mean, all my stuff recorded.
I've seen you even lose debates to Courtney.
You lost the debate with me.
Muslims, we also
against each other. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that.
We are still friends.
But he's losing debates even to somebody who's very close to him in ideology, or they're very close in terms of basic understanding.
I don't lose debates. Trust me. For some reason, I always either break even or I come on top. Now, like,
okay, well, that's a dangerous delusion.
Like, you can't keep up with the discussion. You may think the person who lost really won, right? But we have to let the audience decide. I appeal to a specific type of audience that's also typically 5 steps ahead of the average person who comes on my show, and they know my tactic, and I don't leave myself open for attacks. Especially when I'm speaking to someone outside of my religion. So, I mean, I've thought about every statement that I say over and over again because
I'm not sure that's right. I'm not sure that's right.
How many times have I told you that Islam is a different religion, that we worship different gods?
You've never really backed it up.
Islam may have very fundamental differences in its regular theology or practices, but the core of that there's a God who created heaven and earth. That's the same. Whether it was in 6 days or 7 days, or
I believe that Hinduism is the same.
Also.
Believing in God means nothing if you're believing in the wrong God.
We also believe in Moses. You can't be a Muslim without believing in Moses.
No. Listen,
so there's no form of
we believe in the God who created heaven and earth. Whether you call him God or Allah, or Shema, whatever, or spaghetti, it makes no difference. Whoever did
it doesn't mean nothing,
if you're looking at the literature. Rabbi Yoel, it makes a difference if you're looking at the literature. This is how you personally, as an Orthodox Jew, will be able to